Everyone, welcome back to the Pizza After Midnight podcast. This is Rob, one of your hosts. Joining me, as always, are the two handsome guys, Isaac and Patrick. What's going on, guys?
Yo.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
It's good to have you back this week, Patrick. We missed you for the last episode about the Voynich manuscripts.
Oh yeah, no, last episode that was tough. I was at a friend's house and got a little tipsy.
A little tipsy.
The next day, I had to fly out to Vegas, and
How dare you be responsible and not drive to the podcast when you're tipsy?
I mean, I could have got on, there, but it was at Tom's.
1 hour later, after Patrick getting on drunk podcast. All right, guys, let's get started on the Voynich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today was pretty mellow for us. Catherine went out and I was like, "Hey, you want to get out of the house and go buy some?" She wanted to buy like new suitcases, which I don't know if you guys notice are not cheap.
They are if you go to the right place, my friend.
So we went to Target.
That's a bad place.
And spent over $300 on those. Plus,
take them back right now.
Well, they're turquoise and she likes them.
Okay, we'll go to TJ Maxx, brother. TJ Maxx or Marshalls.
All right. But anyway, so we were out and I searched everywhere for Pokemon cards between Hobby Lobby, GameStop, everywhere, and then I just randomly remembered that Isaac told me to check out Barnes and Noble, and I'm like, okay. So I went to Barnes and Noble, and they had 2 of the Pokemon Holiday Advent calendars left. I'm like, okay,
Desperate.
this is desperate but strange. I think I even texted you. I'm like, would you judge me if I bought one of these just for the packs inside? If anybody knows, every single one of these comes with the same promo cards, and they come with 7 fun packs, which aren't very fun. They're just 3 cards of random cards, and then 6 booster packs. And the booster packs lately, from what I've seen, we bought 4 of them so far, are like Paradox Rift and a lot of things like that. There's a couple Destined Rivals, and but they're not the same to every box, and a lot of Journey Together I've noticed. So I buy one, or I get to the counter, I'm like, hey, how many of these can I buy? And she said just one. So I'm like, okay. And I buy one, and I get back to the car, and I hand Catherine my debit card, and I'm like, yeah, go buy the other one. And she said, okay. And she got in, and it was taking her a few minutes, and I'm like, I text her, I'm like, you know what? We've been out all day spending money. If the line's long, just come on and let's go home. And she actually didn't read the text message, which was surprising. So she ended up coming out with her box, and her box had like a little tear in the plastic or something, like on the side. So I get home and I'm opening the rest of them, and mine was just the standard Paradox Rift and crappy stuff, OBF and Journey Together, and she got a couple Destined Rivals in hers. I'm like, okay, cool. And then she proceeded to pull the number 2 $211 card out of her set.
Yeah.
That if she didn't go back in, I would not have right now. So
yeah.
How does she do this stuff?
I don't know. She's constantly pulled. She pulled a lot of number 1 cards out of sets, but I no longer own those. So that's another thing.
You have a lot of. You've been pulling $200 cards like it's your job lately.
Yeah, I pulled the Vivi from Magic. I pulled another Magic one that was pretty expensive last night, right? Like $90.
Yeah.
And then actually, I pulled another one that I didn't show you today. It's not as major, but it's. I was surprised it was worth so much. It was a $40 card called. Let me search. Called Starting Town.
Yeah, that looks so. How is it $40?
No idea.
It's so basic.
Nope, no idea. I mean, it's a gold card, but I don't know. So that was my day. What about you guys? Isaac, did you do anything fun today?
Well, hold on.
What's up?
It's before you get off the whole card subject. I pulled a card.
Oh yeah,
my Tyler Bass card. Oh no, wait, my
score.
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes
numbered card. Apparently that means something.
Orange.
Yeah.
What is it? $3.99.
Case.
$390. Yeah, it's $268 of $499 actually, but it's
Alright.
worth it's worth $40.
There's
That's
only
pretty good because I don't think football cards like really go high, do they?
it's numbered. There's only 499 of those orange ones in the entire world. So you got one.
Okay.
I wish it wasn't Patrick Mahomes, but Jesus,
It's future Hall of Famer.
Kermit.
There was a lot of football cards at Barnes and Nobles, and I didn't know what I panicked.
Did you see anything that looked familiar at least?
Didn't look. I was focused right on the Advent box.
Yeah.
I remember
That's-
seeing a lot of blaster packs.
That's so funny. I do that every time too. I panic. I get there and I start looking because you guys got me into it, and I'm like, I actually got yelled at by a Walmart lady the other day. She's like, "You can't be back there," and I'm like, "Well, why'd you put the cards back there then? That's where I need to be."
Wait, did I see you hold up a score card? You bought some score?
What? I got.
What?
What was that kicker card you held up? Oh, that was one from when you were here, right?
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one
Okay.
you got. Yeah, that
Yeah, okay.
kicker. And by the way, we're trying out new kickers as it speaks because Tyler Batts is not healing very well apparently.
Wait, really? I drafted him.
No, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Bless your heart.
I need to change that?
I would look into it.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I just drafted him to one of my teams the other day.
It's probably fine. I mean, he just tore his labrum or whatever. Doesn't need that to kick, does he? Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez. No. Okay, I'll fix that.
So how was your day, Isaac?
It was a normal day of mowing the lawn and doing dad stuff.
Fantastic. I thought we were grilling tomorrow, so I no longer want to come over.
Grilling every day.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I might be convinced to come over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do have to bring something home for her, so I might bring a to-go box. Actually, 12 to-go boxes.
Ooh.
We don't have enough to fit 12.
As long as you
Patrick, how
cover
was
up
your
that,
day, man.
as long as you cover up that wound you got there.
Yeah, geez.
Listen. I very rarely have to cover in the kitchen these days, and when I do, it results in injury. And I don't know if I just don't have it anymore. I don't know. But this
Well-
one was caused by a can and a can opener.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how many times have you lost that thumb?
I think it's the same thumb that Isaac had pictured on his Facebook, so a couple at least.
Yeah. My God, dude.
I've had stitches in one finger. I've lost the tip of the finger of this thumb. Like I've shaved the flat part off. Because if you feel my thumb, you could feel like it's elevated where they had to sew it back on. And then, I just got a pretty gnarly cut yesterday on it. So yeah, it's doing good. Still
That's
had
like
feeling in it.
It's like the Face Off movie with John Travolta there, where he has to put his fingers
Just
on.
thumbs though.
Yeah, the thumb. Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. You had a pretty big week, man.
It has been 2 weeks of debauchery, house, whatever, and I don't know. I'm tired, man. So last week I went to Vegas with a work thing, so I was there for the entire week. I went out every night because these are people that I haven't seen in a long time. So I want to hang out and stuff. And I think I left maybe up $3. I don't know, but I wasn't down, so that's good.
Yeah, you're good. You actually won the week if you did that.
Yeah. But no, it was a really good trip. I had a lot of fun. Met my new boss's boss. So they just reorged us again. So that's cool.
Again?
Yeah, they do it every year, every 2 years.
Yeah, sure.
It is.
The boss has got to feel like they're doing something.
But no, I bought a house. If everybody knows, I think I mentioned I closed on my house. No, I didn't. I didn't mention it. I did close on my house. So I'm not moved in yet, but me, the kids, my dad have been working our tails off to try to get the house ready. I had to get all new appliances because the appliances were bad.
Yeah.
It smells of smoke, so I have to kills everything, clean the vents. I'm now an electrician apparently, so I'm learning how to do that, and it's been a good time.
Do you know when you're going to be in?
I can move in whenever I want.
Or when are you going to do it?
I don't know. There's so dude. So the problem is the smoke, right? Like we had and wallpaper, dude. I hate wallpaper.
Yeah.
We've been tearing wallpaper down for a week straight, just about me, the kids, and it's I'm done. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
But we're almost there. We're almost got it all. And I had the stove, fridge today. I went to install the microwave, over the range microwave. Just doesn't fit, of course, and something's bad behind it, so I got to fix that.
Yeah.
I gotta go down with a thing of 401 or whatever antibacterial thing and kill all the germs from the dishwasher that was sitting in there.
Mm.
And then I gotta put the new dishwasher in and wire it myself. So, which
Huh.
it's actually easy. It's just
Yeah.
it's on a separate circuit and everything. It's just
Huh. Cool.
three whatever cables. So no, it's been great. And just trying to work all last week while doing this and maintain some sort of contact with people, which has not worked out. So sorry.
Nah, you're working like 2 jobs.
Yeah.
But I forgive you, as
Mm-hmm.
long as we get through this move and we get everything hooked up and back on track.
Well, I tell you to come up and help, but I need 2 thumbs, not 1.5.
I would if you
I know.
needed it. I just this week has been like not fun.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
bet.
understand. I don't understand like what happened, but I don't know. It's just been a not great week, and
Mhm.
work has been crazy busy, and it's I don't know. It's weird. Definitely a Twilight Zone week.
I get it.
But tonight you have a little story for us.
We have a
We have a
story.
story.
We have a
Um,
story for the audience.
We have a story.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's for you too because you don't know what
Yeah.
he's going
Mhm.
into.
Mhm.
No, no idea.
I only read briefly on this, so I don't know how
Hold on.
much help.
Let me sew a little tale here about a
Okay.
country singer who may have an alternate persona and may have bodies in low places. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun.
So Garth Brooks, possibly a serial killer, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? There's a lot of evidence that he is. We'll go into
It's
it.
like Googling shit
Yeah.
right now. It is
I know it.
high tech.
He's freaked out.
Yeah.
So the
Tom Segura.
yeah, Tom Segura, comedian Tom Segura, basically joked on a stand-up routine that Garth Brooks was a serial killer, and everybody was pissed off. Garth got furious, like he was mad. He wanted to sue him. He was going crazy at him.
Why?
That is a good question. So we don't know, but apparently one of Tom's friends, who is really, really into this stuff, went and started researching it, and he had basically a person that has who's autistic and he loves to research and do this stuff as one of his best friends. So he's like, "Go ahead, start learning." And there's about 200 missing people that follow all of his tours, if not more.
What?
Line up
Yeah.
with his tour dates.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep.
And these aren't just like, oh, this guy was involved in gangs and got taken. This is there was a guy that was about 6 foot, brown hair, and
Name was Mary Sue, and he
yeah.
didn't do anything wrong, type of thing, but went missing on Garth Brooks' tour dates.
hmm So Garth Brooks wasn't always Garth Brooks as far as like the movie or the music icon that we know him. He started off at county fairs, all doing all that different type of stuff, and the disappearances follow him back then, and they even follow him when he worked at Foot Locker or what's the other one? Payless Shoes, before he broke big. So there's a lot of evidence, and I'm gonna kind of jump into a couple.
Okay.
So all of Brooks's tour stops kind of correlate with unsolved murders and missing person cases as well too. There's more in the same cities. So the critics point out that Brooks has a extensive touring schedule. So who knows? We could probably say the same for a lot of like Taylor Swift, everybody, right? Like there's tons of people that have tons of tours, but they don't have 200 plus missing people. And digging into it, do you guys remember when Garth Brooks, in the height of his popularity and his success, became Chris Gaines?
Yes.
Do
That's what I was just going to bring up, too.
Mhm.
He did
I don't think I know him
persona.
much.
So
About this
Garth,
guy.
yeah, Garth Brooks was hit after hit after hit. He was
Yeah.
90s country, man.
Yeah.
I love Garth Brooks. If he wants to kill me, I guess whatever.
I don't even think it was just like I think like everybody appreciated Garth Brooks during this time,
Yeah.
along with like Hootie and the Blowfish and stuff like that. You know,
Yep, he was like he was like the Darius Rucker of the time. Like he bridged a lot of the pop and rock into country, which I'll get into a little bit later too. So he came up with this alter ego, Chris Gaines. Okay, well, Chris Gaines was supposed to be a sex addict from Australia. That was one of his things, and he has came up with an outlet to suppress his dark impulses and come up with new music. And it was supposed to be a gimmicky marketing ploy, and it didn't work. It flopped horribly. The picture of Chris Gaines, if you look him up, dude, you're gonna see what I mean by serial killer style. Now, everybody knows that this probably isn't a serial killer, as far as the views go. But look at that dude. Okay, like
He looks like a Limp Bizkit wannabe.
right,
emo.
Limp Bizkit. Yeah, mixed with My Chemical Romance, maybe.
Yeah.
But without
Yeah.
the niceness. So this was his alter ego, this big country guy, and you know what Garth Brooks looks like normally, right, Isaac?
Yeah, not this.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
this.
yeah. This is Garth Brooks normally. So
Yeah, sharing screens is pretty cumbersome on
it's rough.
Riverside, huh?
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna have to figure out a different way because it's really tough. So that's him normally, right? Look at those eyes.
Normal guy.
Those
Oh,
eyes have seen some murder.
he's seen some stuff. I don't know. He's got friends in low places. So the theory goes that Chris Gaines is actually who he wants to be, right? So Garth Brooks, before he got big, people in high school said he was a rocker. That's all he did was play rock music and everything. And he tried to get into the scene. Nobody would like let him bite or anything. So he switched to country to try to make it easier. Like we see this all the time now, right? All these people,
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, all Hootie, whatever.
Taylor Swift.
All of them, they switch to country because they're pop, yeah, but they mix
Yeah.
it with country and it's a hit because everybody loves it. I love it. I don't like Travis Cleese, though. Kelsey or whatever. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. But a lot of internet conspiracy people have noted some of his songs and his lyrics.
Can you take his eyes away?
Oh, I still have it
feel
up.
like- I feel like he's looking at me.
I don't know how. What do I do? There it
There
goes.
we go.
Thank God. You were looking a little weird there.
Yeah, it was making me nervous. This says the guy wearing a Michael Myers t-shirt or sweater.
Yeah, but if Michael Myers comes at you, you kind of know. If music country star Garth Brooks comes at you, you're kind of like, oh
By
man,
surprise. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Do I
Oh, he
ask for an
stabbed me.
autograph or run?
yeah. So a lot of conspiracy posts and people have kind of taken his songs and analyzed the lyrics, right? And his big one. Do you guys know the Thunder Rolls?
Yep.
Yep. So if you really listen to the music and the lyrics, it's a murder, right? Yeah, it's about somebody cheating and somebody doing this, and there's a lot of allusions to murder. And what's the one where the guy ran his truck through the house with the people cheating?
I have no idea.
It's Garth.
Yeah, it's Garth. It's Mama didn't know she was cheating. It's a high strung song. It's really good. But there's a lot of those lyrics and a lot of these things about somebody killing somebody in his lyrics. And in 2018, with interview clip with Brooks resurfaced, basically gives a intense, wide-eyed stare like we just saw, kind of, but worse, while discussing his upcoming tour.
I feel like he never blinks, right?
I don't think so. If you go and look on his web stuff now, like his YouTube stuff, He
Okay.
literally has lost his mind. He
Okay.
is crazy. And I mean, if you got that kind of money, whatever, I guess.
Yeah, let the man be crazy, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So they say he has a serial killer smile. Okay, well, this is all whatever hearsay. Nobody, whatever.
Yeah.
But there was a lawsuit for sexual assault, unrelated to the serial killer theory. A former hairdresser and makeup artist for Brooks accused him of sexual assault and battery in 2024. The artist identified, the makeup artist, identified as Jane Roe, alleges repeated sexual harassment and an instance of rape in 2019. Brooks filed his own counter lawsuit denying the allegation, accusing Roe of an attempted extortion plot. I actually didn't research into the depth of that, but that just kind of we're building a story.
I'm getting it, man. I'm catching what you're throwing at us.
Yeah. So when Garth Brooks got big, when he broke his, how when you break your deal, you're like, oh man, I broke it into the market. I have a hit single, and I got my movie check or my royalty check or whatever music check. He got 500 grand, right?
Okay.
What's the first thing you think he did? And he was poor. He was dirt poor. He was working at these carnivals and these Payless shoes, and this is right after that. What do you think is the first thing he did with his 500 grand?
Most people would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a house."
Yeah, no, sort of, but not really. He spent $475,000 on 30 acres of uninhabited land outside of Nashville. Guess what spiked after he bought that land?
Real
Don't-
estate.
don't-
reasons?
Missing persons cases in Nashville.
What?
Yeah. So this is all covered in a book, Bodies in Low Places. It's
Was that book?
Yeah, there's a book. And this all started from an internet rumor. Like this dude, I don't know, but so we talked about Chris Gaines, right? And in the 1990s, a rock alter ego, and he was trying to break into the rock scene, and it really didn't work. And it was supposed to be associated with a movie that never appeared and never happened. But so we'll talk about Chris Gaines again. He's a sex addict who was scarred in a car accident in Australia. He spoke in an Australian accent, and he never broke that accent. Possible dissociative disorder,
yeah,
maybe?
this is of course we're not saying Garth Brooks is a serial killer or anything like that. We're just throwing a case out there for everybody to draw their own conclusions, and we're just presenting information as we see it. But for somebody to never break character with something like that, you got to have a little bit of something going on, mentally.
Yeah, he never, in all of his interviews, all of his time trying to be Chris Gaines, never once stopped speaking with an Australian accent and stopped pretending to be Chris Gaines.
And that's so strange to me.
It is. It's like we just said, possible dissociative order. Who knows? Who that's a psychological thing that probably has to be analyzed. But
and then at the end of the day, too, fame does a lot of weird shit to people.
Oh my
We've
God.
seen, right? Like
Yeah.
like mentally breaking and the drug abuse and all that stuff.
And he was country music in the 90s. There was other people, the normals, but this guy was just a mega star. He still is. He's still
But
great.
now, if you go to a kid walking down the street, and oh, did you get the new Garth? Like, who the hell is Garth Brooks? That type of thing.
I told Michael, and Michael's like, who?
Yeah.
So I tried to sing one of the
man.
song, and he's like, could you stop? And I'm like,
Could
okay.
you stop doing that, please?
Yeah. So what I want to bring up with Chris Gaines, it's kind of is Chris Gaines a construct? Is Garth actually Chris Gaines in real life? Is he the sex addicted
Chris Gaines' dog Garth? Is that what you're
Yeah.
trying to say?
that his high school friends said he was, right? And then he just went to country to make it big.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw in this anecdote too. Do you remember when? Well, you guys probably didn't know. A fan of Segura's basically called in to one of his podcasts, and he's like, "Yeah, we clean Garth's private plane a lot," and he goes, "I recently got fired, but it's because I went to clean his plane, and there was shit everywhere on the plane, sprayed all over." So he was subsequently fired after he told everybody about this, and Garth
Like
threatened
feces shit?
feces in his
Okay.
private plane all over the place.
Okay.
Just another one of those weird celebrity things, right?
I guess. I don't that might even be a bit too much for me for a celebrity thing, you know?
Yeah. So they kind of went into this this whole interview with Special Agent Jim Diorio. He's retired. He retired in 2018. You probably know him, but he 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 confirmed, when looking at serial killers and seeing these type of things, you follow patterns, right? He talked about the patterns you follow, and what they kind of found with Garth was everywhere his tours stopped, there were missing persons cases or homicides that were unsolved. And okay, yeah, whatever. He's going to big cities, totally happens. And as we said before, they all involve somebody suspiciously close to the venue, or somebody of Garth Brooks's description, or it all happens around his venue. So if you're going to a Garth Brooks concert, just be careful. So 200 missing people, over 200 missing people's cases, over 120 missing persons, and 90 unsolved homicides have possible probability tied to him, right? Well, at least 15 of them he considered a high probability that Mr. Brooks is related to those incidents.
What?
Yeah. So a lot of these 10 to 15 have said the description of the perpetrator was a guy, 6 foot tall, brown hair, in his mid 30s, which during these concerts, Garth was.
Yeah.
Again, devil's advocate. Is Garth Brooks really going outside when he's the most popular guy in country music and basically all of music in the Nashville everywhere area and doing this?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm saying
Yeah?
yes.
Yeah.
Perfect crime.
Okay. Well, I got more.
Okay,
Isaac,
keep going.
Isaac, do you got anything?
I was wondering, could you do the same missing persons analysis for any tour and come to the same conclusion?
I don't know. I didn't even see anything about that, but I guess you probably could, right? But you wouldn't see a
Well, that's what I want to see. I
matches.
want to see if the numbers are higher or lower. Yeah.
Yeah, because how many tours does Taylor Swift do, right? Like,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
Eras tour was like
Yeah.
hundreds, and how many people, like, if she goes to a city of Toronto, how many people have issues then? And if she goes to New York
Right.
City, how many people disappear? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
that's what I want to see.
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, Isaac's a very analytical and down to earth person. So Rob and me are like, yeah, he's guilty.
Autism in our friend.
Yeah. I wish I had that sometimes, but I do in other things. It's weird.
My autistic trait is that I'm just really horrible at life. So
Yeah. And you cut your finger off once a year, but
yeah.
Once a year, yeah.
no. So I'm going to dive into the time that Mr. Garth Brooks tried out to be a baseball player for multiple years in a row. So Mr. Garth Brooks actually signed with the San Diego Padres in 98 and 99. He tried out for the Mets in 2000 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And he tried out for the Kansas City Royals in 2020 or 2004. So these all associated with different donations and different publicity things, trying to get them, because he loves baseball and he wanted to be a baseball player, but that's not his pro gig. That's not his thing. He does all day. He sings, right?
Yeah.
But to these tryouts, Garth would fly in his private jet. Again, the shit jet that we talked about. Diarrhea Express. So Garth would fly into this private jet, but he flew into Fort Lauderdale for the Mets tryout there in 2000. And this is one of the wackiest cases that I'm going to point to, at least. And Rob, you may have more, but when he flew into Fort Lauderdale, he put his, they parked the jet at the airport and he stays, whatever. Went and did the tour and did his stadium, concert. And the next day, this guy goes missing. This guy that was at the concert that was right there.
Okay,
And
so he was at the concert.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it says next to the stadium. So he was right at the stadium area, but he went missing. And they searched and searched and searched, and finally they go to Fort Lauderdale Airport and they look in the long-term parking lot, and there's his car. Okay, that's pretty weird, because where's Garth Brooks' plane? Okay. Now, okay, he must have got on a plane and left, right? No record of him. No record of him coming in on a plane. No record of him leaving on a plane. No video evidence of him leaving his car. And nothing.
So it's just an empty car.
So somehow his car got dropped off, and
That and those are like my favorite stories you see on the. I'm sorry to derail you a little bit.
No, do it.
But like when there's a famous story, and I can't remember what it is right now, but when this guy, there's video of him going into a pub and then just never being seen again. Like there's no video of him leaving the pub, nothing, and stuff like that. It was just crazy, like interesting to me. Like what happened,
It messes with me because you see how happy they like I was watching one where a girl was on a Tinder date, and I think it was Australia, an American, and
she's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought this is like one you don't know where they are type of thing. No, she's
Oh
dead.
no, they found her. But literally they're having the time, she's having a great time. She's going back to the hotel with this guy that she just met. Ladies don't do that, or even guys don't do that.
Well,
if it's you, okay.
yeah,
But
my name's Rob.
Yeah, no, I mean I get it, but just have caution. Like know this person, talk to them, get to know who they are. Don't meet somebody on Tinder, go out that night, and then go back to their hotel or whatever, unless whatever. 90%.
What happened to this girl?
So they show her getting in the elevator with this guy. They go up, and it was like 3 or 4 hours later. All of a sudden, this guy comes out of his room, all whatever, with a huge suitcase on a cart, pushing the cart down the hallway.
Multiple suitcases.
Yeah.
I think it was multiple, wasn't it, or was it just one?
I don't know. I think it was one, but it might have been multiple. But in the back of the car, they found her body shortly after, I guess. Went right to him, got him. Thank God, got him off the street. But
did you hear what his defense was for that?
Said he had a small penis. What? I don't know. There's no defense for that.
No. It's like he said that they were into some like hardcore sex, and she asked to strangle her, and it just went too far.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his defense.
Call 911 right away. Don't cut the body up and put it in multiple suitcases.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been known to go down different roads, but you don't play those dangerous games, and you don't. I don't know. There's a number you can call, and people show up with life-saving equipment, and even if you made a bad mistake.
No, ACAB, all cops are bad. You remember that now?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was yeah. So, anyways, people disappear, right? And it's horrible. It's scary, and so this guy's car is parked at Fort Lauderdale Airport, and there's no guy anymore. He's gone. And guess who left the next day? Garth. Leaving Baton Rouge or whatever. Sorry, throwing some puns in there.
Where the thunder rolls.
Yeah. Oh man, such a good song though. To be honest,
it's a great song.
Yeah.
I wish we could use like other people's music for the intro to the podcast and stuff sometimes, so we can like team it thematically or team. What did?
Yeah, dude. Because he's
like,
got so many.
Yeah.
That summer. Unanswered prayers.
Well, all I
rodeo.
It's such a fond memory as a kid, like hanging out with your mom, Aunt Donna, and listening to Garth Brooks. And
yep.
My parents had. My dad was all into like electronics and like a sound system when I was younger.
That's right.
You remember
That's
that?
right.
Remember that big sound system he bought with those huge speakers, and he would just blast Garth Brooks in the house or AC/DC or something.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
So that was one of the spooky stories. But now I'm going to get into the most freaked out, weird story of the whole thing.
I'm so ready.
Are you ready, Isaac? Are you ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
He's
So
organizing his Pokemon cards during this podcast,
He-
just so you know, by the way.
I wish they're upstairs.
I would be so angry at you, just like I was Rob that one time. So, as you know, tours travel around the country, music tours, big shows. They have their own systems. They have their own everything, their own roadies, their own whatever. Garth Brooks was no different. He had a bunch of 18-wheelers, that followed him around, and he was right on his bus behind him all the time, going city to city. Well, there happened to be a truck stop that all these tractor trailers stopped at for the night, to rest, and during the night the bus pulled in, all that fun stuff. But there also happened to be a young girl that was traveling back to school, and she parks at the rest stop
Oh.
and is never seen again for a while. So she parks at the rest stop with where the tractor trailers are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where the Garth Brooks tour tractor trailers are, and she goes missing.
Okay.
The next day, the cops find her car at the rest stop because her mom reported her missing and everything. She was freaked out, as she should have been.
As she should be, yeah.
And those cops start talking to witnesses. And the witnesses said she was speaking to a guy who was 6 foot tall with brown hair in his mid-30s. And they said that, yeah, somehow that guy was connected to all those 18-wheelers and over there. Okay. Coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. But a couple days later, they found the girl's body on the side of the road. And guess what route it was found on? The one to the next tour after the first stop.
And she was clutching a Garth Brooks vinyl.
She had the collector's edition set. It's the big box. But kind of weird. And, it was confirmed that Garth Brooks' tour tractor trailers and bus convoy traveled down that road recently.
Weird.
So, again, 6 foot male, brown hair, mid-30s. That's a lot of people. So,
Yeah.
6 foot guy, black hair, goatee, whatever. A little less people, but, it's a Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines.
Chris
yeah.
Gaines.
You got to do the Chris Gaines, or really like whatever he does. So, digging into it a little more, there was another incident where a boyfriend and girlfriend were kidnapped. Right? They carjacked. So, this was outside of an event that Garth Brooks was at, a concert, and this is after and everything. Everything's over with, everything, and somebody forces them to drive at gunpoint out into the country. The boyfriend gets shot. The girlfriend panics, runs off, and is shot several times. The person set the car on fire. And why do you set cars on fire? Why would you do that?
Destroy evidence. Yeah.
Yeah, DNA. So they set the car on fire. And witnesses said that it was a male, 6 foot, brown hair, mid-30s. Dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
The thunder does roll.
The thunder rolls, baby. The thunder rolls.
What is your favorite Garth Brooks song, by the way? Rob.
Can you come back to me on that one? Because I'm
Okay,
thinking of
Isaac.
one that I can't.
I mean, it's hard to top Friends in Low Places, but
Okay.
I mean, especially while you're drunk, hanging out with your friends.
Oh,
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it's a sing along.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't.
What
I don't-
about that Standing Inside the Fire one?
Is Standing Inside the Fire. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really good.
Outside
Is
the
that?
fire, actually.
Outside the Fire. Yeah, that's
No,
a really good one.
that doesn't make any sense. It's got to be Inside the Fire.
It's outside. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay,
It's Outside the
okay.
Fire. That was the song that was playing when my friend kicked a TG torch and set his foot on fire.
What it was?
Oh, nice.
That's a great song, though.
Yeah, dude, all of it, dude. Like you go through his whole thing, like
If tomorrow never comes, I like that one.
The Dance. I love The Dance. Right. Dive Bar with Blake Shelton. Like there's so many different ones. I'm trying to find the one where the guy runs his tractor trailer through the thing because Mama didn't know she.
Do you remember the one? Do you remember his CD like that? His face was colored in as an American flag. That's the CD I remember playing all the time.
That's the box set I had. Yeah. Well, that's the cover because it was his like big cover. But Unanswered Prayers, really good one. Used to like that. I used to have a crush on a girl, Samantha, and sorry, Rob, not yours. I saw the Twitch.
You mean
Baton Rouge.
her name isn't Samantha. Her name is Psychopath that followed me to Utah.
Oh, that happens. A lot of people follow you to Utah.
Nobody followed. Oh, Jared.
Oh, really?
And Jared
9 years later, yeah.
Yeah, Jared later. Yeah. But yeah, no, the American Honky Tonk Bar Association. I don't know. We can keep going.
Yeah, that's
but
good.
my favorite, the rodeo is really good. It's but Friends in Low Places. I just wanted to throw that in there. So,
But tell me your favorite Chris Gaines song because you can.
Ooh.
The Perfect Identity.
Exactly.
Yep.
So when he sold that property and bought a new mansion and stuff, there's all these rumors, as you say, of how many bodies are buried in there because there's so many like hidden different spots and all like so much land and all this stuff. So I don't know. Take it as you will. This is
Has
pretty
anyone
much.
like dug around on that land for funsies or no?
I don't think you can if somebody owns it, right? You can't just go on
No,
and be like, hey,
I just didn't know
funsies.
maybe the person that bought it did or anything like that.
Oh, I don't know. I wish I knew.
Okay.
So, kind of a little crazy story,
Oh man, that's super fun.
and we're not look at. Don't sue us. We're literally. I personally don't believe it. All right, and this is just
I do. You've convinced me.
okay. All right. There's a lot of coincidences that if you're in law enforcement, you probably would start
Yeah,
leaning
we
that
just
way.
we want to tell everyone we're just three guys and chatting with each other on a podcast. Our views are not expressed in any way on this podcast. We just we might do a disservice to some stories and we might do some stories really well. At the end of the day, we're here just to have fun and have some conversations and hopefully make you guys and us think along the way. And I really I enjoyed that epic. That was one of my more favorite ones you've done.
Yeah, and I'm on like 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, I really I do enjoy the episodes where we've started kind of digging into some weirder stuff and gotten away from video games a little bit.
Yeah, like there's a whole lot more to this story that I didn't even dive into,
sure.
and there's even like he's went crazy on Segura and all his friends and stuff, and now there's a book. Go out and buy it. And it's Papa Loved Mama was the story. So Papa drove a truck nearly all his life. It drove Mama crazy being a trucker's wife. The part she couldn't handle was being alone. I'm trying to find the spot.
I know the song now.
Yeah. So I heard him cry for Mama up and down the hall. Then I heard a bottle break against the bedroom wall. That old diesel engine made an eerie sound when Papa fired it up and headed into town. The picture in the paper showed it scene real well. Papa's rig was buried in the local motel. The desk clerk said he saw it all real clear. He never hit the brakes while he was shifting gears.
Mm-hmm.
Murder.
Murder.
So,
but you know what, man? At the end of the day, there's just a lot of weird coincidences. And I get it. Someone that's tall with brown hair and a goatee or whatever can describe a lot of people. But again, it's a pretty weird coincidence to be a way to describe someone on the exact same tour stop that he was. But on the flip side, these are all major cities, and there's murders in major cities daily, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, and there's a lot of 30-year-old males that in witness accounts can be varied too. Right? You never know if they're right because it could be, oh, he was 6'7". Well, no, maybe he was standing on a box,
Yeah.
probably. But man, there's a lot of evidence, and there's a lot of missing people.
And unfortunately, at the end of the day, missing people are a very real thing. There's a lot of Jane Does and John Does out there that unfortunately families will never get the closure that they need.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's there's actually a Reddit group that goes through and tries to match up Jane Does and John Does to missing people, and they can submit them, and they've actually solved some of the missing people to give the families closure. It's kind of neat. Not neat that they're dead, you know what I mean?
No, it's good. I watch some of those guys on YouTube and stuff. The diver ones. They go out and they dive on the cars. They find the people that have been missing for years, and literally they're right next to you in a car underwater. It's horrible. It's sad, but in the same time, it's more horrible if they didn't find them and give closure to the family, so they could, be at least a little more at peace knowing they're not. I talked to a girl the other day who worked for Netmec, and there's so many missing kids and so many missing cases, and it's heartbreaking. And like I just if anybody doesn't think that trafficking and all this stuff is real, it's very real. So just just keep that in mind. It's scary. It's a scary world we live in.
It is super scary stuff, and the stuff that really gets me is, when the parents clearly, you waited an hour to call 911 for your missing child. It's
Well, so as a parent,
we can get into that another day.
Yeah.
But there's a couple cases out there, Casey Anthony, that are
yeah.
But I don't have anything else for this week before we go play some Fortnite. What about you, Isaac?
No, I'm good. That was one of the more wild theories. I've never even heard that one before. You guys told me about that. I didn't know there was a whole book.
Mhm.
I didn't know there was all this analysis that had been done, evidence building. This is a crazy one, guys.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it at least? Did you?
Yeah, I didn't know there was all this stuff going on. Oh man, the internet has made us a weird people.
The one thing we got to end the episode on, and it's what all the fans of Tom Segura are flooding social media comments with, and they ask, "Where are the bodies, Garth?"
Mm-hmm. Where are the bodies, Garth? Where are they? So anyway, next week, or I'm sorry, Epic. Did you have anything else for this week before we go?
No,
away?
that's it.
That was awesome, man. Thank you for bringing that.
Yeah.
You did really well with the research, and I appreciate that. And again, everybody, we do all our own research. We are not a world famous podcast with our own researchers and stuff, so bear with us. Next week is Isaac's topic, so we're excited to see what he brings to the table. Oh, well, 2 weeks. And then next week, we are doing one of my favorite spooky movies that I'm subjecting these guys to. And it's called Smile from 2022.
I can't.
You'll be okay. I promise not to go too gory or anything like that. It's okay. I vetted the movie.
Yeah.
So, as always, be kind to yourselves, each other, and your insides, because pizza after midnight's a young man's game. Later.
Peace.
See ya.